Hello, welcome to this update. Let's see the severe weather for today and the next few days. So let's see. Today is a slight risk in parts of Virginia, Kentucky, and West Virginia, and parts of southern Ohio. So let's see. And this marginal there, all the way from Georgia to Ontario, and then this other small marginal there in New Mexico, and that small marginal in Montana too. So let's see. This outlook might be updated later today, but no big changes are expected. But you can always check here. Let's see. Tornado outlook less than 2%, but always be aware. You never know. The wind outlook is 15% there in the slight risk, and 5% in the marginal, also 5% in New Mexico and Montana. The hail outlook is just two areas of 5%, one in New Mexico there, and the other one in Michigan and Ontario. So let's see. Scarce severe thunderstorms will be possible midday into the afternoon across parts of the upper Ohio Valley, into the central southern Appalachians. Damaging gusts up to 50-65 miles per hour will be the primary severe hazard. So be aware today there. Let's see the latest model here. So we have some storms down there in Mississippi, some showers in other areas, and then these storms in Kentucky. And then it shows even more storms in the southeast, but maybe not severe, just like these summer thunderstorms, but always be careful too. It's showing lots of thunderstorms. For Florida too this afternoon, it shows a lot there in Florida this afternoon. Be aware, and parts of Texas and Mexico, some summer thunderstorms. And let's see. Then by this evening, still some in Louisiana, and then Barrow starts appearing, and by tomorrow afternoon shows more storms in parts of Florida, the Carolinas, and Georgia there. But let's see the primary severe area today. So we have the storms in Kentucky there. They go into West Virginia by this afternoon with some damaging winds there. And then these storms continue in parts of Virginia and those areas and go into the northeast. Maybe not severe by the northeast, but shows a lot of storms and rain there. So be aware in the northeast too, going to Canada there. So be aware as well. Let's see, but the primary risk that they listed are these storms there in Kentucky and West Virginia today, and parts of Virginia. So in Montana there, by this afternoon, we might start getting some showers, maybe some isolated strong storms there, with some damaging wind potential. So let's see. And by tomorrow, there'll be more severe weather that we have to discuss. So let's see. So by tomorrow there, those showers from Montana move south, and then by tomorrow afternoon it shows a lot of dangerous thunderstorms in parts of Nebraska and Kansas there, going to Oklahoma maybe by tomorrow night. So there'll be more severe weather there. So be aware today. And let's see here for tomorrow, just like I told you, in that area there of Kansas and Nebraska. So tornado is less than 2%, but you never know. Always be aware. And then there's this marginal risk from parts of New Mexico to South Dakota. So be aware. Severe thunderstorms are possible from southern South Dakota into the southern high plains on Saturday, with the highest coverage expected in part of the central plains. Large hail, some greater than 2 inches, and severe winds expected as hazards. So be aware. So wind threat is 15% in the slight risk, 5% in the marginal, and hail is the biggest threat. It's 15% hatched for potential 2-inch or larger hail. So be careful. And the 5% there. So let's see for day 3. So there's also a slight risk for day 3 there. So let's see, from parts of Kansas and Oklahoma mainly, and this marginal from northern Texas to northern Kansas. Probabilistic 15%, and also this marginal in southern Texas because of Hurricane Beryl approaching there might bring some more spout probabilities and damaging winds. So let's see, severe storms expected in parts of central and southern plains on Sunday. Some tornado risk exists with tropical cyclone Beryl as approaches the lower Texas Gulf Coast. So be aware. And day 4 through 8, they don't have nothing out yet. But they mentioned here some severe weather from the remnants of Beryls possible later, and some other stuff. So let's see here. The fire risk, it's elevated for today in parts of southern Idaho. For tomorrow, it's critical in southern Idaho, the weather fire threat, and elevated all the way from western Colorado to Oregon there. So be aware tomorrow, and also be careful with the current active wildfires in California there. So we posted in the community tab here some catastrophic wildfires happening there in Northern California. So please be careful. And let's see here something else. The hazards, we have excessive heat watches, Nevada and Montana and Idaho and Oregon, excessive heat warnings all the way from Washington to Southern California and parts of Arizona, Nevada and other areas. Some flood advisories in Hawaii there, coastal flood statement, so beware. And let's see, some heat advisories and excessive heat warnings there in the east and in the south, hurricane warnings there. And let's see, some wind advisory in Alaska and some special weather statements. So be aware, also some red flag warnings in some areas. And this changes all the time. So let's see the rainfall here and stuff. Map for today, tomorrow, day 3, Beryl. Let's see here. So quantitative precipitation for today, tomorrow, day 3, be aware in the plains and with Beryl. Day 4 in Texas and in the southeast some. Day 5 more in Texas and maybe in Canada, the northeastern areas. Day 6 more in Texas and some other areas. And day 7, days 1 through 7 here, there I have a lot for Texas there. Days 1 through 7, northeastern Mexico too, the plains, so be careful please. Let's see here. Something else, the excessive rainfall, the current outlook, it's a marginal today from parts of Pennsylvania to Maine, in parts of Michigan and Wisconsin, and from New Mexico to West Virginia. So day 2 is a marginal there in the plains, and a slight in the east and southeast, mainly the Carolinas and Virginia and Georgia, and this marginal from New Mexico to Maine. So very big area. Day 3, a slight area in southern Texas and a marginal, and a slight in Oklahoma and Kansas and a marginal, that marginal in the southeast. Day 4, a big slight in Texas and this marginal all the way to Missouri. Day 5, still a slight in Texas, a marginal in the southwest, a marginal in the northeast, and this marginal from Texas to Mississippi. So be aware. The heat risk too for the west, some extremes, and the south and east, be careful. And let's see something else here. So the high temperatures for today, very hot in the west. Let's see in other areas. Day 2 here, still 100s there, very hot. Let's see, here, day 3, max temperatures, let's see, Day 4. I'm going through this faster because I already showed you yesterday. So let's see. Day 5, day 6, and day 7. So be aware. Let's see for Canada. Here, so let's wait. It's okay here. So we have some warnings, some heat warnings in British Columbia, and it makes sense because the heat wave in the U.S. goes all the way up to Washington, so it's very hot in Western Canada too. Let's see, they say temperatures could reach 32 degrees Celsius there, and let's zoom in further here, and another heat warning there. Let's see, Eastern Vancouver Island, more areas, so let's see, be careful. The highs might be in the low 30s and the lows near 16 degrees. And there's a special weather statement for above average temperature well into next week, so be aware. And there are more warnings further north here for heat as well. So heat warnings, inland sections, central northern coasts, Saturday to Tuesday. Let's see, 30 degrees Celsius, so be careful. In Alberta, choose some air quality advisories because of the fires. And Nunavut, still some rainfall warnings there in some areas. Here too, let's see. And some wind warnings there in parts of Grise Fjord there, Nunavut. So be aware, these warnings change all the time as well. And let's see if the model has anything severe for Canada there. So it shows some showers and storms in Ontario today. There might be some storms there, parts of Quebec maybe too. And as we get into tomorrow, this low pressure from the U.S. might bring some more rain and storms to New Brunswick and Nova Scotia and some other areas, and some more storms in Ontario and Quebec tomorrow afternoon. So be aware. And in the west, not much, just some showers in some areas. So yeah, this is it. Stay safe.